Thank you, Harry. A very good morning to you all. And on behalf of the AWS team, thank you once again for all of those who are attending this. So whoever is attending for the first time, please send a thumbs up reaction right here on WebEx. Whoever is attending for the second time, please send a heart reaction. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let us dive deep in. I think today we are talking about the themes around data, analytics, machine learning, AI, migration, and so on and so forth. Let me start with a few little tippany on Gen AI, if I may. I think it's becoming all pervasive. We are not talking about it not only to our colleagues and execs and customers, it's becoming a talk which we have with our friends and neighbors. I've already started seeing profile photos on LinkedIn, which are Gen AI generated photos, and people are looking better than they have ever looked in the past, which is great. At home, I won't be surprised if some of our kids are actually using Gen AI for help with their homework. And not to mention, every industries, including each of our companies and your companies, are now getting laser focused to find out those high value use cases which can be used to deliver benefits and value to our customers and your customers. AWS, as you know, has been working on machine learning and AI for more than 20 years now. Amazon and AWS, I would say. We all are familiar with the personalized recommendations that we get on .com, Amazon.com and Amazon.in. We might have seen case studies about how we use robotics in our warehouses, Alexa and drones and Amazon Go, which are all disruptions in the market, essentially powered by Amazon and AWS AI. And of course, automotive and manufacturing companies have also been using AI for some years now, largely in the area of autonomous driving, ADAS, supply chain management. But I think now we are at the junction where adopting AI has really become very pressing and critical. It has become super urgent. I'll spend some time in talking about how AI is impacting essentially auto, and a lot of it can be, extrapolated to manufacturing as well. We at AWS are working with our customers, and we are working with the industry to tackle several challenges, which are focused around enabling sustainable mobility and getting our customers to net zero emissions. The second key aspect is enabling our customers with advanced vehicle technologies development like connected and STV. And I'm sure as we go forward, we'll hear from some of our customers like Harman on how exactly they're making some of this happen. And last but not the least, the future of automotive is really going to rest on the hosts of data which is there and how we are making sense and analyzing that data and making actionable decisions using AI and generative AI. So let's move on to the next slide and talk about what can AI do for the automotive industry. Before getting into that, let me just talk about a few statistics. One is, of course, what we believe, whatever you're going to hear today, around AI from me and my colleagues and some of our customers, it's all happening today, right? It's not just a hype. It's not something which is going to happen in the future. It's all happening now. And our customers, our execs are recognizing that AI is now not only critical for success, it is even critical for survival. By 2030, just the automotive industry is going to invest, hold your breath, $74.5 billion in AI, which is 20x investments in the next 7 years. And that's just the auto industry. If that figure isn't staggering enough, hear this. This figure represents only 4% of the investments that are going to go into the whole across all industries. So we are talking about a spend of close to $1.85 trillion across industries in AI by 2030, generative AI by 2030. Right? So clearly, the figure is staggering. So there is a lot of money which is going to be spent in this area over the next 7 years. How is it going to be spent broadly across auto and manufacturing? Let's talk a little bit about that. You would all know and agree that AI is a way to describe any system that can replicate tasks that were previously done by humans, right? Most AI looks at the highest probability outcome, and then it makes a prediction or a decision with a degree of certainty, which is very similar to human judgment. And most AI systems use machine learning at the back end, which needs huge amounts of data. Now, in the last 3 to 4 years, or maybe a little longer, depending on the organization in the auto manufacturing industry, we've seen that AI has been utilized for autonomous driving systems, for ADAS. It's been used in manufacturing for the vision, computer vision side of it. Then for supply chain optimizations and so on and so forth. Now there is so much more, and customers are really looking not only at point solutions and solving specific problems, which of course is there, but also how the entire business can be transformed end to end, right from better understanding customer needs to giving them personalized services and products, enabling employees to make better decisions, improving business operations end to end. And I think the critical thing, what we are seeing now, that the impact of all this is not limited to one organization, right? The auto and manufacturing industry is a huge ecosystem. It's a network of interconnected organizations. And I think there is a trend which is going on in a way that the ecosystem is now embracing these advancements in AI. So the industry has to move together, not as one company, but really as an ecosystem which sustains each other. Let me take a pause and how do we look at this? Okay, I'm going to talk about two things. One, I'm going to talk about how does a customer journey look like? And then I'm going to talk about how does a product journey look like, or a vehicle journey look like? So, this is a customer journey for a typical automotive, but you can easily extrapolate that to, any kind of a manufacturing organization as well. We're looking at basically 4 pillars in the customer journey. So we are helping our customers using AWS AI to reinvent the entire customer shopping journey by analyzing all of the data in the background. Now, AI can help make personalized recommendations for the make, model, or trim of the vehicle. And this is based not only on previous purchase patterns, but also real-time current usage patterns. We move to the next phase. Once you've bought a car, or once you have selected a car, once you have made your selection, the next thing is actually buying it. So there we see AI is actually helping automotive financial companies by helping, extend the right type of loans and submission of loan documents, also being able to look at fraud detection, all this while offering the best personalized incentive to the vehicle buyer. Once the purchase is done, when we go to after sales service, AI is helping suggesting more accurate maintenance timings, scheduling service appointments, so on and so forth. And lastly, when there is a plethora of products and customer choice available in the market, retention and loyalty becomes critical, right? I'm sure there are many of us who once a Mahindra, like personally, I started with a Scorpio and then to an XUV. So I don't know what my next car is going to be, but then customer loyalty becomes very important. For 3 times I bought a Mahindra car, right? So multiple sources of customer data are going into it to understand not only the customer journey at that point in time, but over a customer lifetime, because lifestyles change, preferences change. How can we track that over the lifetime and be able to give out of the box surprise and delights directly related to your brand? So that is vehicle journey. I'll take a moment to give the example of how BMW is using AWS AI to enhance end-to-end customer experience. So by using AWS AI, BMW has created personalized products including, for example, the BMW Proactive Care, which alerts the customer of their vehicle needs in advance of the event occurring. And BMW uses data from millions of vehicles in its fleet, of course, with the permission and consent of the customer or the owner, to provide complete end-to-end customer-centric service. Let's now flip to a vehicle journey or a product journey and how AI helps. So right from the word go, in the development, in the research and development part of it, AI can help accelerating the end-to-end workflow for systems such as ADAS, and it can significantly expand software and system verification validation coverage, which is a key thing when you're doing a new product development. This it does by providing more comprehensive sets of scenarios. Then the next phase typically is design optimization. So with AI-enabled attributes like cost, capacity, and material availability, which are typically looked as constraints, right? Now, these attributes, AI uses these attributes and it can help fine-tune the products during design, thus reducing the number of design iterations. Moving to manufacturing and supply chain, one example could be predictive maintenance, which can be used with guided troubleshooting. Supply chain risk simulations, again, a big area, and we've all felt the brunt of it in the last few years with automotive flow tracking. Coming back to sustainability, energy optimization, emissions tracking remains a concern, which AI can help us track well while improving the effectiveness of compliance to regulatory standards and the reporting thereof. And again, the last part of this is the in-vehicle experience, which again, from an automotive perspective, it is the top of the mind, in which AI can provide a rich view of the health of the vehicle and provide actionable insights not only to the customer, but also to the developers, because we are now talking about continuous cycles. We are talking about over-the-air features being rolled out into the car. So with this, the customer, the car and the customer can always stay current and personalized from an in-cabin experience perspective. Last but not the least, end of vehicle, how can we responsibly dispose of, how can we make the right choice of recycling or replacing? So next slide, Denso can be a great example here, where Denso's ADAS image sensors use AWS AI to prepare, build, train, and deploy these models through continuous integration, development, and delivery pipeline. Denso engineers have reduced hours spent on data management by 55%. ML engineers have reduced time spent and repeat work by 66%. And by using SageMaker model, training time has come down from 3 days to 3 hours. And that's the power of AI for you. Next slide, Skoda has used a combination of AI services to develop something called a Magicey. Anybody from Skoda Volkswagen Group, please send your hearts and thumbs ups, and from Denso, of course. So Magicey uses EC2, S3, RDS, QuickSight, and Skoda's in-house technology. It is a AI vision technology. Basically, it monitors and analyzes equipment and looks for vulnerabilities during for various breakdown scenarios before the problem occurs. So there are a total of 6 cameras which send about 500,000 photographs while the vehicle is on the production line. Okay, looking for irregularities and alerting the repair operator in case there are any issues. Before Magicey, production would be stalled for minutes, days, and hours. Now with Magicey, production stall time, production is continuous with minimal stall time, and it is reducing risk and business loss. Right. So these are a couple of examples of how our customers are using AI in the entire vehicle journey, the product journey. Now, why AWS for automotive and manufacturing? I think our customer stories, which you're going to hear, make the case. But then our endeavor is to make it easier for our customers to innovate, modernize, and scale their business models and processes. We have a horde of new and existing purpose-built solutions and services, and with our vast partner ecosystem, we are able to bring to you the latest and greatest and have very vertical specific solutions. Before I hand it over to my colleague, rest of the colleagues, I just want to leave you with a thought. You know, the journey to 50 million users for the radio, it took 38 years. For television, it was less than 13 years, 13 years. For internet, it was less than 3 years. Okay, it was 1 year for Facebook, 4 months for WeChat. And guess how much it was for generative AI? Well, just 30 days. Okay, which is adding 1.5 million users daily. So clearly, you know, we are at an inflection point. The industry is getting so exciting for all of us in this. And I am looking forward to the next most exciting decade of our industry. And I know we always say this, but this time it is even more exciting as always. And we look forward to customers and all you experts on this call to make this journey along with us. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Madhu and Harry, for that amazing kickoff.